Kaps, mga Atenista, it's time to level up. Your top variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Level up! All Kaps, mga kapamilya, kapuso, kapatid, kabarkada, mga katipuneros. It's time to level up with your host, multi-awarded multimedia guru Noel Ferrer here on All Kaps. Ateneo, level up! Level up! Level up! Level up!
Grabe yung shift, all set, all ready, and all the best. Live life in all caps tayo. At level up whether sa Radyo Katipunan o sa Radyo Inquirer, level up sa balita, level up sa ganap, level up sa saya. And we are here to level up in terms of relevance and goodwill, especially sa media. So, kasama ho natin yung mga nakasama natin. Dati pa kahit sa playlist nung weekend. At eto po sila, makikipartake sa ating Joy. Salamat sa Joy. Saya na the 30th, Joy Bakes Rockwell Marketplace sa Salcedo Market every Saturday. And they're here with us. And yan, piging sila ngayon. Kasi yung undas. Dahil sa undas. Kaluluwa.
Sabi naman kasi ni Just kanina, food
makes it
naman
happen. Talaga.
Oo.
At yun, sabi ko, nag-recording ako at maririnig nyo yan. Sabi ko kay kay Justin. At ito yung mga kasama ko dito. Siyempre may Lola Remedios at yung mga, meron nag-work ba yung spray dito sa kami bang nag-work. Kasi lahat kami may inhaler. Ewan ko ba, ang daming nagaganap dito sa Ateneo campus. Ang daming mga issue. Kaya kailangan namin ng panangga sa sakit. So yun. So anyway, in this episode, we will focus on the recently concluded 2-weekend celebration of Filipino music in all its forms, shapes, and sizes. Parang kami.
Yes.
Tingnan din natin yung mga darating. The Pinoy Playlist Music Festival 2019 across genres and across generations. Kitang-kita pa rin naman natin yun.
Yes.
So, Justin and B were there. So, how was it? How was the whole experience? Justin, go.
Ako,
Go, B. Shift talaga, di ba?
totally shift.
Scrabble, pang Scrabble. Ikaw,
Mesmerized.
Double points. Okay, go. Mesmerized dahil?
Hindi kasi sabi ko nga kanina.
Nauna ka sa samba, di ba, with the hangad choir. So, okay.
Kasi kumbaga multi-genre talaga.
That's true.
So parang there are some music that before you thought na parang
hindi pwedeng i-perform, hindi tatauhin.
Appreciate
That's
natin.
true.
But now, after listening to specific mga ibang artists,
That's true.
Which actually parang gusto ko lang na yung artist mix natin this year.
Oo.
Talagang
kakaiba.
Kakaiba.
May jazz sa di ba doon sa taas na ang galing-galing din si Charito. Nagaling Tokyo.
Charito, kasi nandun kami sa
Kay Basil. Pero kakaiba siya. Parang,
galing nga eh.
yun, tapos yun jazz up yung arrangement. Ikaw, Bigo, ikaw dalawang araw ko. May iba-iba yung tatlong araw. Iba-iba yung dates niya. Kasi iniwan mo siya mapuntang Japan. Nag-Japayuki daw yung partner niya sa show. Anyway, go.
Sa akin naman, sobrang cathartic experience niya. It was
At saka hindi masakit yung kunyari umaalis ka kung gusto mong i-move on to another kind of music. Parang tanggap yan kasi music fest eh.
Sobra. At saka nahirapan ako kasi cardio siya.
Pumayat lahat eh. Oo, totoo yun.
Talaga, okay, 10 minutes.
Yan ang
15,
totoo yun.
Yun lang.
From the amphitheater to the auditorium
Kasi
to
you
the
really
recital
wanted
studio.
to maximize.
Busog na busog busog ako.
That's true.
Busog na busog ako sa kultura. Sobrang grabe proud to be Pinoy. And
Yes.
Na pwede pa lang mag-gig na all Filipino yung repertoire. Yun din ba, kala ng mga tao, mag-top 40s ka or talagang mag-popular song ka. And hindi kailangan. Actually, doon pinakita na, yun, iba-ibang klaseng music. Ikaw, pumayat ka nun kasi pumunta ka pa ng amphitheater.
Oo, so balik-balik kami doon.
Just to maximize it. Totoo naman.
Pero yun nga, sorry, the experience itself is really rewarding kasi nga dahil
W naman ang rewarding. Mesmerize kanina si no, padala talaga siya.
MVP natin ngayon.
Iba talaga siya.
Pero yun. Pero nagsimula kami sa hangad. So parang yun, it was real, parang spiritual, mas Sunday music.
Tapos biglang pagdating namin ng amphitheater si Ramon.
Wild.
Ang bagong DJ Alba. Na tipong fierce, pero alam mo, may sinasabi at nagko-connect sa audience. Yun talaga.
Yes.
Gulat ako talaga sa kanya. Ay, ang galing niya.
Ang galing
Mag-connect sa
talaga.
audience.
Galing.
Kaya may umaaligid na pwedeng na pwedeng sumungkit sa malaking isda. Malaking isda! Big
Ang isda kasi glimmering siya, no? Shining, shimmering ang suot niya.
na kulay gold.
Kaya pala gusto siyang bingwitin. May malaking toy. May malaking toy.
Iba yung mood niya sa undas, ha?
Nag-shoot ako parang Pinoy playlist lang.
Parang Pinoy playlist lang, sir, yung chip.
Sa rinig. No,
Yung isa sa mga ganun, speaking of ships
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
Yung sa Awit Awards set.
Ay, oo,
So nagkaroon ng
iba-iba.
canon. Tapos biglang si Hazel Faith. Tapos biglang boom riot. Ay, pero magaling sila.
Oo,
Yun din sila, connect din eh. Connect talaga sa...
Parang okay lang magka-ADHD, di ba? Oo, yun eh. Ang sarap. Yung iba't ibang klaseng music.
Right.
Parang, nakita mo yung range ng pwedeng gawin ng mga Pinoy. At saka ito, there was so much love in that area. You know what? Kasi, kapatid, hindi sila bayad na malaki. Yung talagang they were just donating their talents. Tapos doon sa auditorium, kita mo si Basil, di ba parang para tayong naka-witness ng isang spiritual experience. Sabi nga ni Father Mano, the whole thing for him was a spiritual experience. Sa tipong, para kang binibless ng Diyos every time, di ba, pag kumakanta si Basil, basa ng Diyos. At ramdam yung maiiyak ka dahil para kang na-transform at para kang biglang bumait. So yun. So anyway, yun yata yung una nating i-intro. Bago tingnan muna natin yung naging tribute kay Basil. Yan, maraming Scrabble mo.
Nakakaiyak niya.
Oo, nakakaiyak kasi. Parang instead of talking, he just opted to sing. And when he sang, it was like the voice of God, like telling us na ito yung messages ng song. At saka doon mo lang nakikita na, na-explain niya, and anchored in philosophy, in a good philosophy. Alam mo din, naiyak ko, binalikan ko yan bago inayos ni Justin sa pag-air nito. Yung kay Mary, yung nagulat ako na nagdadasal siya ng rosary. Di ba parang na sinasabi niya na devotion niya. And sa millennials ngayon, parang ilan na lang ba talaga yung stock doon sa rosary. Tapos noon, kinulan ko yan, hindi ko pa napopost. Meron siya talaga October medal. Na nandun. Parang sabi ko, ay iba pa rin kung faith-based talaga yung anchor mo. Parang yun. Hindi ka masisiraw sa fame, sa yung pera. So yun sa the commerce of it all. So yun, the artistry shown, parang nandun. And then the soul, parang ang sarap nga sa kaluluwa. O yan, relevant ha? Ginawa ko relevant ang kaluluwa. So this is a good food for the soul. This is the first part of the Pinoy playlist closing ceremonies with a tribute to Basil Valdez. O yan na.
Paulit-ulit ang nagplano. Paulit-ulit ngunit lagi din naman nababago.
Di ba ako sanay gumamit ng teleprompter? I had always wondered before kung ano po ang kakalabasan ng isang awitin na dinikha ni Ryan at ni George. So, ito pong yung susunod the music was done by Ryan and the lyrics done by George Canseco. This is a poetic version of the Hail Mary. I hope you do not mind my singing this tonight. Kasi po, I've been in devotion ko po sa Blessed Virgin. Kasi siguro nakagisnan ko when we were in grade school, nakaluhod kami 6 o'clock ng gabi and we pray the rosary every day. But when my parents left for the United States, they were there, naging citizens sila, parang nawala yung tradition. But in January 1st of 2009, sabi ko ibabalik ko to, no? Kasi it's really helped me all my life. And I have never missed, dati naiya ako sabihin eh, but I should be proud. Kasi I pray the rosary every day. I've never missed since January 1 of 2009. So 10 taon na po. And ito po yung ginawa niya, no, ni Ryan and ni George. And this was also arranged by Ryan. As I had mentioned, parang sobra talaga silang dalawa. No, sana I hope this you're able to, or I hope this song inspires you as well. Ibabunyi ka, Maria, punong-puno ka ng biyaya sa mga kababaihan, bukod tangi kang pinagpala dahil sa iyong sinapupunan itinalaga at itinadhana na magbunga si Jesus na anak ng lumikha. Ipanalangin mo kami, Birhen Maria, sa aming Panginoon na ikaw ang ina. Ngayon sa aming mga pagkakasala at sa sandaling mapugto ang aming hininga, sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Diwang Banal, na tatlong katauhan ng dakilang may kapal sa awa. Dahil sa iyong sinapupunan, itinalaga at itinadhana na magbunga si Jesus na anak ng lumikha. Ipanalangin mo kami, Birhen Maria, sa aming Panginoon na ikaw ang ina. Ngayon sa aming mga pagkakasala at sa sandaling mapugto ang aming hininga, sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Diwang Banal, na tatlong katauhan ng dakilan may kapal, sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Diwang Banal, na tatlong katauhan ng siya nawa. Overtime na ako. Another story about this song. Before I do that, I'd like to thank again Maribel Garcia, Noel Ferrer, Moy Ortiz, and Ryan. These two lovely ladies here. First, absent yung isa sa kanila dahil may sakit, may karamdaman siya. But I'd like to start with Sylvia. She's been with me for the past 35 years in college. Last, dalawa lang. The other one has been with me for 42 years. That's Marina. Short story about this song. Ito rin talagang recently talagang kay George, no? Kasi sigurong talagang hindi niya masyadong alam. Kasi one time tinawagan niya ako when he was alive. Basil, kumuha ka ng lapis at papel. Meron ako i-dictate sa yung lyrics, isulat mo. Kasi usually ganun siya pag na-inspire. He calls me 12 midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. At saka parang dati talagang hindi siya makakompose na hindi uminom ng alak. Actually, brandy or whiskey. So most of the songs that he had composed for me under the influence. No? Parang namamangha ako. Tsaka bibigay na sa akin, kasi he doesn't really play any musical instrument. So pa isa-isa lang natiklado sa piano. So ganun, bibigay niya sa akin. Cassette pa nun, kaya ang hirap aralin. So I tried to learn the melody. Tapos bibigyan niya ako ng walang lyrics. So nasa isip ko lang kunyari, ngayon, paulit-ulit lang ako. And then when I reach the recording studio, bibigyan niya ako ng isang verse. O Basil, pagkasihin mo yan sa inaral mo. So medyo mahirap, no? So natatapos kami sa ganon, no? And most of the songs, he had composed 25 songs for me, si George. So most of the songs that he had composed for me, ganon. Habang dire-record ko yung first stanza, ginagawa niya yung second stanza. Nandun siya sa umiinom din siya. The Lord really has His mysterious ways. Kahit hindi ko paano ibang spirit yung kanya. But then this one, no? Pero ito yung buong buo. Nagulat ako, sabi niya, Basil, para sa misis ko yan, si Flora. Flora had passed away. She had cancer, brain cancer. So, para kay Flora yan. So, sabi niya sa akin, i-record mo yan para sa yan. So, antay ako ng antay. Finally, hindi niya magawa ng melody. So, I think he called Louis Ocampo. And silang dalawa ang gumawa si Louis Ocampo ang gumawa ng music. And I had asked, since namaalam na si George, hindi ko na-record, in 2011, that was the only time that I had the chance to record this. But I had asked Homer Flores, kasi nakilala ko si Homer Flores. Ipanista po siya. If you watch ASAP, andun po siya every Sunday. He's a musical director. Po siya, na-meet ko siya sa bahay ni George. Nagpapiano siya sa isang sulok while there was a party. No? So I asked Homer to kindly arrange this song for me. And I'd like to do it for each and every one of you tonight. And again, I would like to tell you, na-miss siguro ni George, no? Again, this is the Lord singing this song for all of us. panahon, bawat pagkakataon, ang ibigin ko'y ikaw. Ikaw ang tanglaw sa aking mundo, kabiyak nitong puso ko. Wala ni kahati mang sakit na sa'yo'y may papalit. Ngayon kailan may ikaw ang lahat ng aking galang, ang sanhi ay ikaw. Kung ay bukas man tinatalaw, dahil may isang ikaw. Kulang ang magkailanman, bawat sandali ay muli ay ang ating Invades.
Wala nang wakas, ibang klase si
Dami ko
Cook.
kayang luha doon.
Oo, di ba?
Kung nag-e-emote ako, wala muna usap-usap.
Ito pa, bago namin na-curated, kasi ako talaga yung go, kunin natin sila kasi magaling. Kasi kaibigan ko nga si Cook. Pero sabi niya, paano yun? Taga Pundaki, taga Sambales. Ang mahal. Actually, kapatid, yung boss nila at yung pagkain ng mga bata. But anong effect sa'yo?
It was I have no words actually kasi busog na busog yung kaluluwa ko habang
Totoo yan. Totoo yan.
There's so much emotions on stage. But I'm not exaggerating. It was really inspiring.
And instrumental music, ha? Yung di ba kakaiba, it will move you. Kakaiba
No
yung...
words necessary.
Sina Cook Balipada, tawag doon, and Pundakit Virtuosi, parang gano'n. Yun, nandun silang lahat at sana maulit pa next year. And yun parang walang words. Actually, wala namang words. It's instrumental but it will move you. Kung nakakaiyak daw talaga. Ano pa?
Bayang Barrio.
Ay, kakaiba si Bayang.
Ay, ang ganda-ganda.
At galing Leyte kasi kasama ko yan sa Centris Market pag Sunday dyan sa Quezon City. Namamalengke lang siyang Nora but she transforms talaga and authentic Mindanao. Tapos may sinasabi yung kanta. Di ba parang yun eh. Parang hindi lang basta for art's sake. May silbi, may halaga yung musika niya. Yun ako, meron pang isang band na bago pa rin lang. Nagkita-kita tayo doon. Batang banda na may hatid, yung kantang hatid. Nag-sign up daw sila sa Viva.
Yung magkapatid. Hindi ito yung magkapatid.
Hanapin ko yung sa Spotify ng hatid. Yun, parang ako magaling. So parang yun yung nakikita ko yung playground ng mga bagong artists na tatama sa'yo. Ano pa? Go. Ano pa yung nakita mong magagaling?
Pinutela.
Ay, oo naman.
Actually, yun yung medyo kinardio ko talaga. Saka Bandurias.
Oo,
Sila
ibang
yung
klase.
magkatapat.
Oo.
As in, okay, yung sa Bandurias, nakikita ko talaga yung
Iba.
yung sharing of music,
Yes.
of love sa family. Kaya Pinopela naman, talagang, ang ganda ng tulog.
Totoo.
And how they present themselves sa crowd.
Galing. O ngayon, magbigay tayo ng fancy awards. Kasi yun yung hindi na, kasi kulang na kami talaga sa oras. Sino-sino yung deserving bigyan nung kunyari, Rookie of the Year. Sino yung tama si Miss Ramon can be that. Actually, grabe yung effect talaga niya. Yung susunod lang talaga, bigyan talaga siya ng more publicity, I guess, so that more people can watch. Sino?
Diba? Nagmikahati siya sa stage.
Ay, oo. Pero yun na nga, libre yung sa labas, ha?
Oo, yung sa
so, okay nga yun. So, okay. Next, Save by the Bell Award. Yun nga. Sabi ko, Save by the Bell Award kasi sobrang isasalang na lang siya. Saka lang siya dumating. Hindi naman siya nag-angkas parang si Ramon. Nag-grab yata siya. Si Daryl Ong. Kaya humaba yung kay Bugoy na segment dahil nga. Yun. Best in costume si Bayang Barrios, of course, kasi authentic Mindanao outfit. Manobo ba yan? Ano yung tribe niya? Ba yung Manobo outfit? Okay, so next. Best in audience participation. Sa napanood mo?
Yung sa napanood ko, si Miss Ramon kasi may chant siya.
Yes, may sagot-sagot. Ganda ka. Pero may makulit doon. Ganda mo. Oo, para hindi nakaka-follow ng direct, ng instructions. Ano ba yun? Pero ang bait niya, no? Parang pwede niyang hamak-hamakin yung nandun para at pagalitan. Pero sige na.
Ito na update ko sa'yo.
Ano sabi niya? Ay, nakaangkas na nga siya. Naku, darating si Miss Ramon. Next, Overtime Award. Ako may kasalanan nito. Julie and Clara. So yung Clara Benin. Kasi sabi ko, sige na nandyan si Naldi. Kasama kayo mag-number. Kaya sumama pa si G. Julia. So sing tuloy pa rin ang awit ng way. Tuloy pa rin ako. So okay. Tapos bucket list, Rookie of the Year. Ito hanggang dulo. Talagang excited. Kasi hanggang sa closing, nandun siya kina kasi Ricky Davao. Hindi mo parang, maybe for the performance is there to feel the stage, very artista. During the performance, nandun, umaga pa lang nandun para i-rally, stay kayo. Nag-stay yung mga tao. Tapos sa closing, nandun pa rin siya to enjoy all the performances. Laklak Award. Maganda to. Laklak fancy. Laklak. Yung habang nasa stage, umiinom. At papaan siguro niya. Confidence.
Okay. Pwede ba i-disclose?
Yes, si Cookie Chua.
Okay. I didn't see that. Pero
Si Cookie Chua lang. That's the last. I can talk naman talaga, Maximum Exposure Award. She was all over guesting in all the other shows. At isang araw lang yata siya wala. Si Sweet Plantado ng The Company. Kasi nandun siya sa trumpets, nandun siya kay Ronnie Fortich, nandun siya dun sa H-Worms. So lahat sila nandun. So yun, pinakamarami talaga si Sweet. Kasi yung ibang members ng company naka-distribute, pero si Sweet yun.
Nandun siya.
Ikaw, ano ba yung ano sa'yo?
Hindi gusto kong bigyan ng award si Nar.
Oo. Kahit
Grabe
anong
rin siya.
gawin niya, authentic, di ba?
That's true. Na without really losing an identity, parang gumagawa siya ng sarili niyang brand.
Yung ang hilig natin na mapapanood niyo mamaya, ginawa niya ng rap.
Sa gitna.
Di ba?
Sobrang, I think it's thing niya yun eh.
Artist, di ba?
Oo,
Yun
it's
yun eh.
acoustic rap, parang ganun.
Ang
Parang
galing
ganun.
na parang humusto
Galing.
yung titik doon sa ano. So ano ba? Ano ba yung ka-award?
Sa akin.
So natuwa.
Well, ito, ano ba?
Best in choreography, hindi siguro best in choreography. Pinakamaraming choreography, hangat.
Ang dami ba nilang
Oh my
ano?
God, Domi, talaga. The sun shines, ganito mo yung kamay-kamay. Di ba? Parang may ganun. Para ka nag-praise and worship. Nakatawa si doon ng tawa si Lester dyan sa baba. Yun talaga, di ba? Parang, unang-unang 5 o'clock yun, di ba? Ano, Justin? Best in choreography, Domi Espejo for hangat.
Gusto ko rin bigyan ng best in costume si Mr. John Santos.
Ay, oo naman, asdar na. Totoo rin naman. Kasi, at parang, ultimo VTR before the performance, yung MTRCB rating, hanggang sa opening spiel ng presidente. Ang galing.
Ang galing nga. Ang
Tatak
galing.
yan. And he would sing OPM.
Yes.
Di ba? Parang, ay, ang galing.
Na-integrate niya. Tapos, dinadrop niya kung sinong artist, yung kumanta. Kaya parang galing. Galing
So,
talaga.
pwede palang i-integrate pati sa novelty. Yun.
Kaya,
Ayun.
amazing.
Ako, Noel Cabangan, I was crying because first time, sabi natin this time, matapang yung gumawa ng protest music. Yun, yung ginawa niya talaga was a concert of protest music. Eh. So,
Sayang, I
parang
miss
sabi
that.
ko, yun, Noel, ibang klase. Pag kinakanta yung Tatsulok, kanta nila dati yan, pero ngayon, tama pa rin, nangyayari pa rin. Tayo yung mga
Relevant
Pinoy,
pa din.
parang kikilabutan ka pa rin. So, yeah.
Relevant pa
Okay,
din.
habang inaayos si Justin at hindi pa naayos, hindi natin, kasi may kumalapit sa kanya noon, no, hindi siya ano eh. At hindi niya jowa.
Sinan ko lang ayo.
Di ba? Kasi hindi niya sinama yung jowa niya. Ano, ang mangyari, yun, sinong mga acts yung gusto mong makita next year? This early these people have pledged dahil gusto nga nila yung nangyari. So sabi, the Talks will have the reunion. So the 80s band, the 80s group, the Talks, na kumanta nung Angel, yung labing-labing sa ilalim ng puno ng saging. Ayan. Parang before the company was the Talks. So they'll be there. Si Martin Rivera and the kids, si Robin, magsasama daw. Agot Isidro and Toma Kayabyab, the Debonair District. Yun, magsasama-sama. Sino pa yung gusto mo makita?
Well, given naman si Mr. Moon, gusto ko makita.
Collab sana. Full set at collab.
Okay.
Sana. May guest siyang ka-collab.
Maganda nga yun.
Kami ng Block 9. Aris, please. Sana relevant music
make it
na kahit
happen.
novelty. Na tipong nakakagising ng yun. Parang ako yung diwa ng mga tao na okay, pwede pa rin yung novelty magmulat. Yun. Ano pa?
Ito hindi ko na-mention, pero kasi, sumikit siya nung time ko talaga eh. Yung peak talaga.
Time mo talaga.
Oo.
Parang iniba naman niya yung time niya talaga sa
Diba?
atin.
Medyo, yung key RJ Jimenez.
Yes.
Oo, tapos kasama niya sa set, si Isa Rodriguez.
I've actually noticed na lumalim yung compositions. Ganda. Sabi mo nga mas nag-Diyos. Inspirational.
Positive.
Pero di ba yung miss kita pag Tuesday, di ba? I have to listen more to him. And sana lumaki pa siyang artist.
Pero busy ata si RJ ngayon sa pagpo-produce eh.
Ng ibang artist. Okay
Pero
rin
ang ganda
naman.
Kasi di ba kung ano yung natutunan niya,
Totoo yun. The whole generosity. That's true. The selflessness sa artistry. Totoo naman yan. Ito na. Wale pa rin.
Rodriguez yung songwriting
Yung
din
kasama niya.
Oo. Kasi
tama siya nagka-collab.
Dati siyang Vantage.
Okay.
Tapos nun, ngayon ay nasa Mustard Music na siya.
Ang galing.
Yung parang, it's a sub-label.
Did
or
RJ
label of
do something like a song with Yang Constantino? Magka-batch ba sila? Oo, yun sila, di ba? Yung magkasama, ha? Naging sila kaya nag-chismis. RJ and Yang. sayang. Okay sana, good music sana, no?
Pero okay na, happy na sila ngayon.
Oo nga.
Ang cute-cute po anak ni RJ.
Hindi ko nakita kasi.
Papakita ko sa'yo sa edit.
Okay, next. Sino pa? Bugoy Drilon was okay. Yung awit ng kabataan, pero he has a certain laughter na parang unahan niyang tumawa yung mga tao sa kanya na nakakahawa. Parang hyena ng araw. Pag tumawa, kakaiba si Bugoy, parang ganda ng boss. Wala makat ng bosses niya. Sino pa yung gusto
Professional
mo?
award.
Go.
Hazel Faith.
Ayo, ibang klase.
Alam mo bang hinihika siya nung araw niyo?
Talaga? Kailangan mo ng Ventolin. Oo.
Hinihika siya, no? Tapos
Talaga?
parang mag-stage siya. Di ba yung sa yung kanta niya kinikilig-kilig? Dance yun. Yung the shoulder effect na gano'n.
Yun daw ang effect sa kanya ng extra, the movie. Kasi nandun siya, yung extra the movie, kahit extra ka, dahil dapat professional
Professional
ka.
talaga. And
Hazel
parang ang
Faith.
ginawa nila, parang sinuggest nila namin na parang bawasan mo yung haze or yung smoke sa stage kasi mamaya habang...
Buti hindi na lang siya nag+1 or
hindi. Kasi talagang, sige, bigay ang lahat, mamaya na yung pahinga. Bibigyan ko ng ganon.
Kasi pwede naman siya mag-lip sync, pero hindi siya nag-decide
Ginawa.
mag-lip sync. Di ba? Ang
Siyempre
galing.
talaga,
Okay.
Kanta niya yun artist
Sige
siya.
nga, gawin mo nga. Sige nga. Kinikilig-kilig, gano'n.
Doon ako sa TikTok gagawa ng kinikilig.
May TikTok Jackie Magno, no? Yung kay Lynn Sherman.
Meron.
Naku, ayan na.
Halo.
Si Justin wala pa. So yun na.
Na ano pa? O, sige,
awarding
kaya
na ni Basil. So awarding na ni Basil, ha? Hindi na lang. Okay, yun na. Awarding na ni Basil. Papunta na ito na. Yung pinakahihintay na speech ni Mr. Pag. Sino papandoon?
Award-winning yung speech niya.
Yung award kay Miss kay Basil. Tapos diretso na yan sa mga playlist awards. Ay, kakaiba din yan. Parang test of faith ba yun or patience talaga. Pero hindi ibigay natin kay Mr. Pags at 92 years old na ganun ka-sharp.
Yes.
Ay, nakapapalakpakan mo lang siya. So, eto po yung moment na yon.
To fields that embody what Mr. Kayabyab is all about, which is musical composition and musical education.
Eventually, choral conducting and
Yes.
choral composition.
So for this year, we have very special awardees whom you will gasp at knowing their contributions. So
We'll start with the first one.
we'll start with the first one.
Our first Pinoy Playlist Music Festival awardee for education, a specialization in music education. And I'm so proud to have been educated and been tutored by this wonderful lady. As a matter of fact, I think our two awardees or recipients for tonight have been actually mentored by this wonderful, wonderful woman. And she was my teacher in music theory at the UP College of Music. And she has a lot of, in her own school, the Green Hills Music School, marami na hong nagdaan sa kanyang tutelage na naging mahusay na produkto ng Philippine music. Katulad nila Roel Arieta, siya ang nagturo sa kanya. Tulad po ng dalawang recipients po namin mamaya na ibabanggitin ko. Pero it is with much love and with much honor that I present to you our first Pinoy Playlist Music Festival awardee. Please welcome Mrs. Carmencita Arambulo, we call her Ma'am Mrs. A. Chief Arambulo, ladies and gentlemen.
I wish to thank the organizers of the Pinoy Playlist Festival, Ryan, Moy, Noel, and Maribel, it's with I'm deeply touched to have this recognition, and I feel very blessed to have had in my lifetime students like Ryan, Louis, Father Monoli, Rowena, and many others. I thank the Lord for giving me this opportunity to share my love for music, my love for them, and my love for teaching them. And I'm so very, very proud of each one of them, really. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, everybody.
Ate Zaracula has not retired and she's still teaching a lot of these children. Wow, fantastic. Congratulations. Wow.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. A. The next awardee said, I always tell myself, especially in the twilight years, this may be my last class, and therefore I treat every class as if it were the last, and it helps bring out the best in me. This is going to be the best performance of my life. It takes a special individual to ignite that spark in eager young minds, and that man is none other than our next awardee. In the words of his fellow awardee student Manoling Francisco, siya talaga ang pumukaw ng aking damdamin, humamon at naging inspirasyon para mag-isip at lumikha, sumulat at magtanghal ng musika man, tula o dula sa wikang Filipino. Ladies and gentlemen, a multi-awarded educator who has spent most of his lifetime sharing his enthusiasm for living and his love for continuous learning and music, as seen through his landmark works like Sinta and my favorite Kaharian ng Araw, now celebrating its 40th year, fondly known as Mr. Pagsy, 92 years old, but still teaching in the Ateneo. Mr. Noel Ferrer,
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat. I'm very much honored. I am a first-year high school teacher. That's all I am. No? And it's been a wonderful life being a teacher for 63 years. I might be maligid na teatro. Siguro po mga anim na dula ang sibol. Meron pong espasyo sa napakagandang tanghalan nito. Yung tanghalan po namin, nagsimula kami, binigyan kami ng mga parang Jesuita, ng isang kwarto na wala pong kurtina, wala pong mga silya, wala pong mga ilaw, wala pong kubeta. Pero sabi po namin, ito ang gusto namin para yung mga batang magtatrabaho dito. Alam nila na ang teatrong ito narito dahil narito sila. isa po sa mga pinagmamalaki at minamahal naming produkto ng aming dulang simbol, si Father Manolin Francisco. Father, that was 40 years ago, he says, no? And he was about 14 years old. He was still wearing short pants and boses tipli pa ho. Ganito kong nagsimula yun. May-retreat po kami sa Baguio. Eh, sa retreat po, yung aming retreat master, pinakilala kami sa napakaganda daw kanta. Pero Amerikano yung kanta, no? Ganito po yun. I will never forget you, my people. I have carved your name on the palm of my hand. Eh, yung po mga lady teachers namin, miss na po nila yung mga anak nila. Habang po kinakanta yung I will never forget you, my people, iyakan na po sila. Sabi ko, grabe, ang lakas ng kabig ng kantang yon. Pero sabi ko, bakit English pa? At bakit imported yung composer? Sabi ko, we're a very music-loving people. Sabi ko, let's do something about it. Pagbalik ko po sa Maynila, I was teaching a first-year class, and I was saying, I had this memorable experience in Baguio. Let me tell you all about it. And I told them about, I will never forget you, my people. And so he said, all right, okay. I said, take your Bible. Okay, open to Isaiah 49. Isaiah 49, all right, he said? All right, okay. The first lines are, I will never forget you, my people. Isali natin sa Pilipino. And I remember, come on, all right, I say, isip, pag-isip ko yung lahat. Okay, so, dahil wala pang gusto magsimula, sabi ko, ako magsisimula. Isulatin po sa Bisara, hindi kita malilimutan. Pagka nagra-rhyme, kaya I went to the other board and I said, sige, lahat ng mga isang magra-rhyme, yung tumutugma sa malilimutan. Sir, kahit ano, okay? So, biruan, tuksukan, pagpakilanman, ewan, nakasunod sa biruan. So, all right, look at the Bible again, Isaiah 49, I will never forget you, my people. I have carved your name on the palm of my hand. All right, I say, itong first line, hindi kita malilimutan. All right, think, itong some words that you can use. Look at Isaiah 49. Give me the second line, give me the second line. Come on, think. When you get excited, the boys get excited also. And so, finally, somebody from behind says, Sir, hindi kita pababayaan. Correct! I have carved your name on the palm of my hand. Tingin nyo, ito mga posibleng gamitin ninyo. Sabi nila, okay, nakaukit magpakailanman. Yay! Sabi ko, isa pa. And then, okay, look at the words we're using. Sa aking palad ang iyong pangalan. And then that was pagsulat yung second verse. Nagkakaroon po kami ng pariksam sa pagsulat ng musika. Okay, sabi ko, okay, first year lang tayo, ang kalaban natin, second year, third year, fourth year. Pero subukin natin, okay? Okay, narito lang ang katitigan ng kanta. I will never forget you, my people. All I say, meron pong tatlong bata na marunong ng konting musika. Okay, yung pong dalawa, marunong ng piano, yung isa po, marunong ng gitara. Sabi ko, alright, okay. Sabi ko, bigyan ko kayo ng isang linggo. Pero one week, come up with 3 versions of Hindi Kita Malilimutan. And so the faithful day came, and the 3 boys began singing in front of the class. And the last guy who attempted to put music in Hindi Kita Malilimutan was a 14-year-old boy. And he stood in front of the class. Boses tipli pa yung kanyang boses. And he began singing, Hindi kita malilimutan, hindi kita pababayaan. And so, alright, okay, so there are 3 versions of Hindi Kita Malilimutan. Okay, okay. Kayo pumili, ano yung pinakagusto ninyo? And everybody said, Sir, yung kay Manoy. Manoy is Manolin Francisco. And so, the final contest, okay, nag-perform in fourth year, ang galing-galing na. Nag-perform in third year, okay. And then finally, in the first year, usually po, ang lumalabas lamang, mga 5 bata dun sa klase, ang kakanta ng kanilang entry. Pagdating po ng klase ko, sabi na, hindi, lahat namin gustong kumantahan. So all the 40 boys in class started falling in front of the judges. And then they all said, hindi kita malilimutan. And at the end, all right, the judges who are mostly Jesuits, they say, all right, first prize goes to, he says, not fourth year, not third year, not second year, first year!
And we will listen to that later.
Teacher talaga.
And then I remember I used to give teaching
Wala pa siya Alzheimer's.
Oo.
She forgot the place now. But it was communion time and I was falling in line. And there was a choir up there in some province, I forgot the name of. And then I was singing, all of a sudden, napahinto ako. They were singing, hindi kita malilimutan. And then by the time I got home, all right, okay, a young, very promising singer came to me and he says, Mr. Pagsi, gumagawa po ako ng recording para sa tahanan walang magdam. Nagustuhan po namin yung hindi kita malilimutan. Pwede po namin magmagali. Sabi ko, tanong mo dun sa bata, kanya yan, kanya yan. And he went to Mandaling Francisco. How do you play this music? Paano ba nagsisimula ng mga bata?
Mr. Pagsi, hindi namin
siguro. He was the best teacher I ever had. I was and I always went to Father Delaney. Okay. So he to look at my speech. But that morning, he put aside the speech and he looked at me very intently and he says, Pagsi, you have a real gift, he said. You're able to think ideas up there, and bring it down to the level of first-year kids and the men in the street. And then he looked at me eye to eye, and he said, Pagsi, have you ever thought about being a high school teacher all your life? How do dreams begin? How do lives end? This one because there was a teacher who asked this college student, have you ever thought about being a teacher all your life? And here I am, 92 years old, when the Francisco House guide me and he rely on his shoulder to bring me about how the beautiful things begin.
Ano niya yan? Protege niya.
So the next awardee was prepared by Mr. Pagsy. So even if you were not religious or not Catholic in this country, it is close to impossible to resist the beckoning of the melody of Hindi Kita Malilimutan. We all know that. This is the melody that Father Manoling Francisco composed for the Filipino lyrics of Isaiah 49, as Mr. Pagsy mentioned, which he and 40 of his classmates in a freshman high school at the Ateneo wrote for a school liturgical contest with the inspiring encouragement of their teacher. I was in third year high school when I learned this song and sang it in our own song fest. Marami kaming song fest no high school. Sinupulinan dito, di ba? May song fest tayo. We were just told then that it was composed of a freshman class in Ateneo High School. But somehow we all connected with it like it was the song of our time. When I went to Ateneo for college, it also coincided with the beginnings of Bukas Palad, the music. And we had cassette tapes going around where Liza Hontiveros and Bubbles Mandojo were in it. It felt like we were at the center of the Milky Way galaxy of mass songs then, because whatever we sang in school easily found its way outside, across the metropolis and soon all over the country. Father Manoling was no blank slate. He carries genetic musical sheets as he comes from a very musical family. His grandmother being a concert pianist, his aunt, and of course, our other honoree, Louis Ocampo. But we all know that genes are nothing if you do not do anything with them to express them, to answer nature's imperatives from within. And express them he did, so creatively and inspiringly that he birthed an entire generation of liturgical songs that connected with who we were as Filipinos, not just our personal daily struggles, but also the timeless, fundamental conversations we have with our beliefs and the God who inspires those beliefs. He has composed about 150 liturgical songs which are included in the following albums: Bukas Palad, Pasko Na, Tanging Yaman, Balang Araw, In Him Alone, The Best of Bukas Palad 1, The Best of Bukas Palad 2, All Shall Be Well, Tinapay ng Buhay, Let Your Praises Be Heard, God of Silence, Hindi Kita Malilimutan, To Love and Serve, Christify, Sing Forever, Light from Light, Behold the Child, Huwag Kang Mangamba, Behold the Cross, Behold the Risen Lord. For his musical contribution, which are now musically and indelibly written in the souls of many Filipinos who sing and connect with the music of Father Manoling, the Pinoy Playlist Music Festival would like to honor and thank Father Manoling Francisco for his outstanding and extraordinary contribution to religious music. Father Manoling.
Salamat po sa kanilang lahat. Kami po ay magpipicture lang daw muna. I owe so much of who I am as a musician to all the other awardees. Si Mrs. A ay teacher namin ni Louie nung kami ay bata. Nung kami ay tumutugtog pa ng Yamaha electronic organ. At si Louie, tiyo ko, ay naging teacher ko din. At si Mr. Pagsy ay naging guro ko sa Ateneo High School. Si Basil ay ang unang nag-record po ng Hindi Kita Malilimutan. Karamihan po ng aking kanta, naririnig po ninyo tuwing linggo sa simbahan. Yung isa ko lang kanta ang tinutugtog sa radyo, Hindi Kita Malilimutan, tuwing November 1. Salamat din po kay Sir Ryan, yung aming idol, and we have always been trying to aspire to create music for our people. And when Basil was performing, I'm sure like me, all of you had a spiritual experience. The song need not speak about God explicitly, but if the song expresses the human capacity and longing for faithful love, like George and Louis Ikaw, and expresses the human yearning for transcendence, like Ryan's Nais Ko, And when songs are arranged for full orchestra, we hear the music of the cosmos. Even though the song is not about God, we experience God through the songs that come from the hearts of people who love, who strive to be true, who strive to be faithful. And so this evening we thank the Lord, the conductor of the cosmos, the symphony of the universe, for planting His music in our hearts. Maraming salamat.
Good God, all these Jesuits are so articulate. Now comes the plebeian. Now comes the pedestrian. No, I'm just going to share with you my personal musings of this next awardee. How can I put this? My gosh, Maribel and Father Manuling, so eloquent. Now it's my turn. This next man, I feel, is the definition of a man of substance and style. So I'll just share with you my personal dealings with him, or musings about him. My early memories about Louis Ocampo is that he would like Ryan. Totally untried and untested, just a chorister from the Ateneo, but he would still give me jobs, and he would take a chance on a youngster. I was once a youngster, and he would give me jobs. We would sing jingles for Shakey's and Mazda. And he also would give me jobs as a backup singer, because he was the musical director of all of these A-listers of the 80s, even up to now. In fact, last night he just finished this huge concert at the Ateneo Coliseum, the concert called Iconic of Sharon Cuneta and Regine Velasquez. So even now, after all these decades, he's on top of his game and working with A-listers. So, okay, what about Louis? Louis is totally versatile. You think you know he has a signature sound, which he does actually, but through his work, decades in advertising, whatever the client asks for, he delivers, and on time. I would never forget, because he was the first musician who taught me that you treat this as a craft and as a job. Louis would work like a corporate person, very, very disciplined, up early in the morning at 8, and no matter what, he would end the job, because he was a family man by that time, end the job at 5, very disciplined with his work hours. I still have to learn that now, because it all bleeds into the late evening. And you taught me that, disciplined in your craft and work. Another thing, the main thing that for me that defines how I view and how I admire Louis Ocampo is that, well, admittedly, I was a bit of a music bigot before, but Louis taught me that OPM could both be classy and commercial at the same time, with this slew and string of hits that he came up with. Sometimes we didn't know it was OPM, and then later we would find out it was a Louis Ocampo composition. So thank you for hitting me on the head and teaching me that commercial and classy and OPM can be the same thing. Your aesthetic and style, Louis, appeals to my personal taste in music. I mean, if I'm being honest here, it's the MOR, middle of the road, and soft rock. I really, really, really love your music. As a man and as a friend, he's very, very relaxed off stage and on stage. And he always gives me travel tips. You were the man who told me, the very first person who said, you know, one of the best places on earth is Batanes. And I said, really, Batanes? And then one time, within this decade, me and my siblings, we went to Batanes, and he was right. It was just, this is pre-earthquake. It was just so beautiful. He teaches me a lot of things, not just in music, but even how to live, how to be a disciplined musician. Louis, you showed me the possibilities also, you and Ryan. You both showed me the possibilities that a Filipino musician could make a comfortable living doing their art. You are fiscally responsible, and you showed me the possibilities it could be done. And for all of your life lessons as a musician and as a person and as a world traveler, I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let us honor, acknowledge, and celebrate the genius of Louis Ocampo. He's got strong legs.
Kaya ito yung mahal naming lasalista.
Na-pressure ako doon, ha? Father Mano, ha? I mean, whatever he said, ganun na rin ako. Good night! No, I mean, okay. Wow. Thank you very much for this award, no? Nakakataba ng puso talaga. Just like si Mano, you know, we both are filled with the Spirit. Sa kanya, Holy Spirit. Ako, red wine na Spirit. Yes! And then, wait. I'll be kalata kasi Sir Pagsino, I wasn't absent po ako. I went to the other school, to La Salle. But most of the time, I was in Mrs. Arambolo's school. So, yes, Mrs. A, I love you. Kanina, when you received the award, I was in tears. Mrs. A, you taught me everything. You just don't know it. You made me who I am today. It's not Berklee College of Music. No, it's you, Mrs. A. I love you. Really, it's you. What else? Sorry, Animo Lasal. Joke lang. Mano. Kalat kami. So, but I just love what I do, and this is truly an honor, and I hope this lights a fire inside my soul to keep on writing and working and sharing my music with all of you. And Mr. C, I was like this, you were my idol now. Trust me. Again, thank you very much. I can't be as deep anymore. So, kasi inunahan ako ni Mano eh. So, si Mano was ordained, he became a priest. Where are you? 1997. Became a father 1997. Ako, father of 3 in 1997. So again, I'm just trying to be funny, but again, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Noel, I love you. Noel.
Now we go to the keyboards and Manoling goes to the piano because they'll be playing that composition that Mr. Paxi was talking about. As we segue to our next segment, we'll have the Hangad Choir and the company to sing this particular song. Louis O, they are the keyboards. And then the Hangad Choir and the company.
Ng iba, nangarap ka na bang maging masaya? Umasa ka na ba? Umasa sa wala? Nangyari bang mukha ka ng tanga? Hindi mo kailangan pang mag-alinlangan. Isipin mo, ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Diba? Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Diba? Sabi pa nila, konti pang dagdag, bawas. Ano ba talagang mahalaga? Sino ba sila? Ikaw ang mahalaga. Piliin mo namang maging masaya. Walang patutunguhan, kundi sa kalungkutan. Kung hindi mo isipin ganda ka, hindi mo kailangan pang mag-alinlangan. Isipin mo, ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Diba? Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Ganda ka. Diba? Come on! Walang patutunguhan, hindi sa kalungkutan. Kung hindi mo iisipin ganda ka, hindi mo kailangan pa ang mag-alinlangan. Isipin mo, isipin mo, isipin mo ang ganda ka. Maganda ka. Maganda ka. Maganda ka. Maganda ka. Diba? Kalimutan na maganda ka.
And now we level up. Ayan. At totally unexpected.
Ayan na
Ayun na
nga.
nga, habang pinag-uusapan natin ang Pinoy playlist, nandito yung isa sa mga nag-stand out sa
Ayun.
Pinoy playlist. Sabi nga breakthrough eh. Nabuti naman. Sabi nga, next year dapat one whole set. And I guess we see collabs. You doing collabs. And then, yun,
Ito na.
a very promising singer. Iba-iba yung pangalan niya and I wanna make her tell us the evolution of the song. But now she's called. Now ha, diba pwede mag-iba. Kunyari, alisin yung Miss gawing D. Diba? Parang ganon. Mag-iiba. Nandito si Miss Ramon. Hello, kumusta ikaw? Kakaiba kasi siya ngayon. Kasi nung nakita natin siya, medyo sabi nga namin, halimaw. Di ba? Halimaw na maganda. Hindi bang nangangain ka talaga ng audience?
Nangangain naman talaga ng
Ang galing. Pero ang galing. At napapa-react niya yung mga audience. How was the whole Pinoy playlist experience?
I wanna tell you the experience before the playlist.
Okay, go.
So last year, I released my first song. It's called Wasak.
Okay.
And it was right after the last year's playlist.
Yes.
Sabi ko
Sayang, hindi umabot.
Oo, pero sabi ko noon, how do I how do I get an opportunity to apply for a slot?
Yes.
Sa ganon.
Nag-open audition sa man, di ba? Nag-submit ka ba ng ano? Or someone
Wala akong
referred you to
masend.
us?
Wala akong
talaga?
masend.
Okay.
Kasi wala pang
Yeah.
original.
Okay.
Sabi ko, kung mag-festival ako, gusto ko songs ko. Ganyan.
Correct. Tama naman.
And then, si Marlon Barnuevo, a good friend,
Okay.
nag-send siya ng link this year ba o last year?
Yes. May ganon.
Sabi niya, magpasa ka dito. Kailangan mo magpasa dito. I only had 2 songs that time. Sabi ko, by the time this happens, magkakaroon na
Marami
ako ng enough songs for an
A
entire set.
45-minute gig. Okay.
So, nag-send ako.
Okay.
2 songs lang yung songs ko nun. Nag-send ako ng application. And then, kinalimutan ko siya. Sabi ko, baka ma-hurt ako kasi may mga bootcamps akong sinasalihan in my life na parang 4 or 5 times na akong nare-reject. Sabi ko, I'm not good enough.
Okay.
Pero gusto ko talaga to. If they don't get me, it's okay, I'll earn it.
Okay.
Ganyan. So, nung nag-email na si Playlist, sabi, G ka ba? I'm like, yes, HIJKLMNOP.
Ang galing. Okay.
So,
I remember you kasi dinilibate namin ikaw. Mr. C was there. Dahil kasama naman siya dun sa panel. Sinabi, kilala ko yan, magaling yan.
Yay!
Yun yung sinabi. So, parang, yun lang nga yung tanong. Do you have enough songs to fill up a whole set? Kaya ka pinares sa isa pa kasi parang, sige, you produce pa more songs. Pero it worked.
Nung una,
pero may problema sa pangalan mo actually. Nung una, hindi namin alam kung paano ka i-address yata noon. Kasi iba pa yung alam ni Mr. C na pangalan mo?
yung full name for the songwriting camp.
Okay.
But my artist name is just Miss Ramon. Dati kasi Ramon lang. And then people would say, please welcome The Voice, ano ba tawag nila? Fellow, kunyari.
Wag na yun.
Mr. Ramon. So yung girls, nag-expect sila ng pogi, ng, alam mo yun, mukhang pang Team Bamboo, ganyan. So lalabas ka, looking all, curvy, so confident. Nakaka-hurt as a girl na parang hindi siya yung next.
Babae po siya. At nagmamahal po siya ng lalaki.
Diba? Tapos may isang time, may lalaking nagtanong sa akin, sabi niya, Ramon pangalan mo? Bakla ka ba? Oh my God.
Okay lang naman.
Tapos sinabi ko sa dad ko, bakit ganun? Bakit tingin nila bakla ako? Sabi niya, take it as a compliment. The gays, they're so beautiful.
Hindi, tsaka kung mahal ka ng mga bakla, icon, di ba? Parang ganun yun.
So, sabi ko, ayoko may ma-disappoint or ayoko ma-offend next time. So, nilagyan ko na ng miss para aware na sila na babae ako.
Okay. Ganda ka. Yun yung ano. So, how did Ganda Ka come about?
I was finishing Wasak. Wala pang bridge yung Wasak noon, and I felt so unworthy. I felt, kasi I was left loving someone who wasn't loving me back anymore. But
I wasn't self-love. So parang kung ayaw mo ko,
but I wasn't feeling that nung time na yun. Nung time na yun, I wanted him to notice me, to see me as beautiful, to see me as a worthy partner. And then I caught myself needing love from someone else. So I said, wait, oh my God. I want to finish Wasak. I sat down and I wanted to finish Wasak kasi naramdaman ko nga na I was needing his love. And then pag upo ko, pag ganun ko ng keys, mali yung nalandingan niya. Ibang chord, ibang
the blessing in disguise.
Ibang mundo. And then it triggered Ganda Ka. Sa sobrang triggered ni Ganda Ka, inon ko yung video cam ng phone and it came out in one go.
Ang galing. Ganun talaga. I'm taking the Ricky D class. Ang sabi may rubber band yan. Pag meron kang isang project na hindi umusad-usad, di mo matapos, it might be wise to have another one kasi magkakritik yung dalawa or magko-compliment yung dalawa. So yun, you come up with two improved work dahil sa dalawang work na yun.
And because of that rubber rubber band effect. When I
Di ba?
released...
Yun, gumaganda lalo at lumalawak yung range.
Yeah, when I released Wasak, hindi ko nirelease, pero inopen ko sa tao si Ganda Ka. I would sing it sa gigs. Ang naging hashtag niya is, wasak ka man, ganda ka pa rin.
Ganda. So,
ganda nga.
yun nga, meron ng narrative. May positive bawi. Na
So,
ganon.
habang pinopromote ko si Wasak, I would tell them na ito lang po ang patunay na kahit magaganda, niloloko din.
Parang. Pero hindi natatapos doon.
Pero hindi natatapos doon. Kasi nga maganda ka, you got this.
Ang galing, galing. But now, yun nga, parang tell us about the travails of an indie artist and an indie producer. Hirap, di ba?
May mga opportunities na hindi mo ma-access kasi they're only open to signed artists.
That's true. That's true.
And it sometimes frustrates me kasi I know that if when given a chance, I can show up. Parang the indie community can show up.
And hashtag authenticity, di ba? Yun yung kinakapitan ng mga tao ngayon.
I think signed or indie, we're all authentic naman. May mga manufactured songs. May mga manufactured songs na hindi na siya
pakanta sa'yo, hindi ka ganon.
Ano po yun?
Yung kunyan, meron ng nakanta, okay, kantahin mo to. Parang you'd rather create your own.
Sing your own.
I can sing that and make it my own, but I would really rather make my own.
That's true. Ako, mas may respeto sa ganon, di ba? Okay, sample lang, tell us lang, you don't have to sing. Sample of the songs you sing or you grew up with, musical influences.
Oh my God. Okay, so my super favorite is Beyonce.
Okay. Yun nga yung sabi mo, pwede kang mag-novelty pero Beyonce. Okay. Okay.
Kasi she empowers
Yes.
So her songs are not for everyone.
Okay.
Not for everyone talaga. Run the World is just for the women.
That's true.
But she empowers.
Yes.
As in, meron siyang cause. Ngayon, she's for the black culture.
Okay.
So, meron siyang dahilan kung bakit niya ginagawa yung mga yon. And I wanna be that artist.
Local.
Or Asia. Bakit tayo magsistay?
Go.
Pwede rin global. Hindi naman nasa Asia or Philippines lang ang
sa
Pinoy.
Philippines, sino yung ina-admire mo? Who do you look up to?
As a songwriter, si Gary Granada. Kasi sobrang grabe ng storytelling.
Tama
Sobrang grabe ng storytelling.
Bahay sa Ranggola ng Ulan. Sa Ranggola sa Ulan, di ba?
Grabe yung bahay, no?
Oo.
Sobrang visual niya.
Tsaka hindi pera yung orientation, di ba? And sino pa? Performance ang respect ko na kay KZ Tandingan. Kakaiba, no?
It's more than kakaiba. It's just pinapakita lang niya kung sino talaga siya. Parang she's not...
Hindi kailangan bumirit. Parang ganun ba? Yeah. And the play of all genres na pwede niyang pasukan. You see yourself doing that? Or you're comfortable sa ganitong pop, no? Pop and jazz?
No, I'm soul.
You're soul. Ay, ang ganda.
I'm soul.
Pangkaluluwa. So talagang
babalik na naman tayo sa
undas. Pang-undas ka. Yan, maganda yun.
Yun nga, so yung si Ganda Ka, alam ko kasi na sobrang swerte ko na nasulat ko siya. Kasi I'm a soul singer.
Pero paano ka nagsusulat? Kailangan nandun ka sa state na yun na nagsusulat or kailangan ma-inspiration? Some people just write Or vicarious ba yan? Kailangan bang sugatan ka? Kailangan, yung iba lasing?
Or depende sa kanta.
Depende siguro sa kanta.
Ano yung most creative?
Pagpuyat.
Talaga?
Tignan mo, ganyan talaga yung mga artist. Ganyan din ako.
Talaga? Ang kapatid na. Ang galing,
Hindi, ewan ko. Kasi parang, for me, ang experience ko pagka ganyan, may natural highs. Mas bukas ka sa
You know, yung paggabi, hindi ka makatulog, ang dami mong naiisip.
Yes.
You write it down.
That's true.
Kasi that means that's the state you're in.
At ang maganda pa dyan, yung turo rin sa amin, treat it as an office. You hone it, you go to work, parang gano'n. Tingnan mo.
But I don't. I don't do that.
No, sabi mo, mag-i-edit ko tong first part, tapos babalikan ko. Para may disiplina rin. Parang school, di ba? Babalik at babalik ka. para may na-accomplish ka, para may sense of accomplishment.
I get
Kasi
it.
yun yung mga tao, yung sasabihin na, you get away with it ng artist temper, yung kailan ko lang gusto. But there should be that regularity, and that's what you want, the discipline also of artists. Yung artistry nga in the discipline. Yun, I think you have that. Kasi tapos ka na dun sa walwal stage. Diba? Tapos ka na. So you know how it is to be there. So, now it's real serious artistry. And mind you yan, nung napanood namin, sabi ko nga kay B, you can make a mark here in this industry. It's just that yung tamang path lang talaga.
Oo nga
So people just have to see that excellence. And I guess the next one would be your commitment to it. Yun
That's
lang yung
right.
kakaiba.
I'm super committed to it to the point that I just want to say good job self
That's
kasi I'm
true.
celebrating my first month na smoke-free.
Ang galing.
Self-love na.
Kasi sabi
Galing
ko,
naman.
I wanna be
Wala ring
doing
vape,
music
ha?
for the rest of my
Okay,
life.
good.
So
Bawal
I
na
need to
rin yun.
protect my asset.
Ang ganda.
Ganon.
So yun.
So
Game.
commitment siya.
Okay. But back to Pinoy playlist. What was that high nung nandun ka? People were responding to you.
Yeah. Kahit na mali yung lyrics nila.
Hello, mga tao yung sabihin, ganda ka, ganda mo. Pero you held it together kasi yung ibang artist mapipikon.
No, kasi I knew that they were just telling me I'm beautiful.
Okay, that's nice.
Diba? I was telling them that they are and they're validating that I am.
Galing.
So, I wouldn't be pikon kasi kahit sabihin
Talo ka eh. Ikaw yung nasa stage eh.
Hindi, tsaka panalo ko either way. Ganda ka or ganda mo, panalo ko either way.
Panalo siya. Okay.
Ganda ko eh,
Okay.
diba? Diba? If I say ganda ka, they say ganda mo, ganda ko, ganda niya, ganda ng kahit
Ganda.
sino, I still win because that's the message I wanna say. Na we should validate each
Oh,
other.
let's dear hack. Isang buong
So, ito na nga, may
Okay,
chismis
go,
na
go.
ako.
Ayan na, game.
So, in-invite nila ako to sign the contract. And then they said, the most heartbreaking news I received that day, they said, oh, you're sharing slots, ha?
Oo nga.
Sabi ko, what does that
So
mean?
5,000. Di ba ganun?
Hindi ako nasad. Hindi ako nasad dun sa 5.
Oo.
Nasad ako dun sa 20 minutes. Kasi if you gave me the rest of the time,
Pwede mong paghandaan pa.
you would have gotten the whole story. You only got how many songs?
Parang teaser
Yun
lang
ang maganda naman.
Kasi my songs are released in a storytelling way. Kaya they call me the master storyteller. Hindi ako mga queen of soul. Okay na po ako kay Madam Jaya.
No, yung master. Rap. Di ba master of rap? Si Francis M. The master of storytelling.
Kasi the way I deliver my songs is I want you to
Yun na yung packaging
understand.
ng album, book, storybook. Yun na yun. But yun, at least next year, may maganda yung pinasabihan ng pagkabitin. But in any spiritual experience, may pagkabitin para yung fullness of it you experience after. Okay lang yun. Okay lang yun. So, maganda. Although kami, oo nga, nabitin. But yun nga, we wanted more. So,
Great.
next year. So, sabi ko nga, dadagdagan natin. Dapat may dagdag, may collab. Dapat may iba pang advocacies, I guess.
Ako
Sure,
naman.
next year, mas marami pang kanta yan next
You feel
year.
strongly about what kind of songs?
I feel strongly about independence and strength and belief in yourself.
Ang ganda.
Kasi I've been independent for several years and I know that life can be really hard. It can bring you to your knees. Well, at one point, I was guested in one show and they asked the band, sabi nila, what can you say to people who are watching na grabe din mangarap? No one knew what to say. And then they handed me the mic. So naging commercial break
Except for
siya.
you speaking
Sabi ko, life will bring you down more times than it will bring you up.
Ay, ang galing naman. O tapos?
And then, sabi nila, so, tinapos ko siya.
Nadalo siya doon. Nadalo ka doon. Yes.
Diba? So, tinignan ko rin siya. Sabi ko, but when you rise up, make sure you emerge.
Ang galing.
Ganon. Kasi I believe na whatever brings you down will make you more powerful when you stand up.
Ang galing. So game, maganda. O test ito, instant test. Give you the relevant issues now. Ano yung pwede mong kanta?
Ayun.
Sa mga bagay-bagay.
Madamot ako sa ganyan eh.
Talaga?
I don't wanna promise something that I haven't started doing kasi I might fail. And I'll just disappoint people who learned about it.
Talaga?
Oo.
O ito, views mo lang on things. Sa traffic, for example. Ano yung isip mo or ano yung stand mo on that?
I believe that there are two sides.
Okay.
So, number one would be sa part ng mga taong may authority over it. Pwede sanang ayusin siya. If it's red, it's red. If it's green, it's green.
Okay.
If bawal, bawal. You know? Like uniformity and law implementation talaga. And then from our side, the commuters, the drivers, and everyone else who would be utilizing the roads, we should also follow.
Ganda.
As in, we should also follow.
Tama naman yun. Okay, next issue. Sexual harassment. Very real sa Ateneo yan. Ganun, it's getting that to the headlines.
What defines as sexual harassment? What are we talking about?
But parang, well, some abuse of something. Well, use of power to abuse someone or to take advantage of a person. Have you been a victim of that? Or he never?
Yes, I've been a victim of it. And it can, as a woman kasi, it can make you shut up eh.
Talaga?
That's
another view, ha?
Kasi even if I'm a woman and I'm a powerful woman, the moment that a man would exert themselves onto me, I would get reminded that I am at the end of the day a woman.
Ang ganda. Okay.
So
woman meaning howl and then tell the world, or you're
woman meaning if a man says, I had sex last night, everyone would say, good job, what's up? Hey, represent. But when a woman says, I had sex last night, everyone will be like, oh my God.
Correct.
Why? Oh my God, really? Diba? So, the difference in
But what if it's forced? Ngayon nga, pag
someone forcibly had sex with me last night, everyone would say, wait, really? Sino yan? Anong gagawin mo?
Concern, diba?
Anong gagawin mo? So, kayo mo na sinabi, huwag kang maingay kasi baka isipin ng mga tao, ginusto mo naman yan.
Correct.
You know, like, I'm still a woman. At the end of the day, no one's gonna say, sapakin natin yung guy na yan. No one would say that.
Okay.
Everyone would just say, are you okay? Of course you're not okay. But that's the instant response.
Pero you will fight it out.
I'm sorry, I will fight it out. I will fight it out as long as
yung predator.
As long as kaya ko. Kasi you have to
in your own terms and your own way.
You have to look at yourself and the situation you will be in after the fact eh. Will it add to your life or will it just hassle you?
Gets.
Why do you want the fight?
Gets.
You have to figure out the why first.
Okay. Next. Uso to ngayon at uso ang aminan din. Bringing them to your narrative. Being committed to a married person or a committed person.
Hassle yun.
Hassle. So
yun.
never.
But I get it.
Talaga?
I get it, but that doesn't mean that I agree with it.
You want, okay.
Kasi it's easy to love people.
Okay.
And why not?
Okay.
It's loving and it's your neighbor.
But you're framing yourself up to the...
You are. That's your decision na.
That's true.
No one can say it's an accident because you decided that you want to love this person.
Okay. As relevant as today's headlines, the Barretta sisters and the whole scandal, yun yan, may aminan ng relationship with committed people. And yun, parang it's really washing their tail in public and it's a comment on media too. What's your stand there?
I believe that everyone should just mind their own businesses.
And shut up.
I mean, the Barrettos, yes, shut up. And also the people, like, why are we focusing on
That's
such...
true. There are better issues, no?
Yeah, there are better issues, as in.
But media's, di ba? Media's so into it.
Just because media is into it doesn't mean that it's the only one that you would focus on.
Pero walang moral ground. Yung tipong sasabihin.
Merong moral ground.
Some people have to like say na, uy, enough. Parang we don't need this stuff.
This ingay.
Oo nga, yeah.
Given what's already
the
out
noise
there.
And the real voice.
Given what's already out there, I think and I believe that it's up to the people around the children to explain to explain the morality in it. Just because it's out there in the open doesn't mean it has
to be
right.
wrapped up.
It's correct. it could be out there so you know what not to do.
Ang ganda.
And what not to do there is makiapid. Huwag kang maging kabet, di ba? Hindi mo naman...
At huwag kang mananakot.
I had a tweet about that. Can I,
Okay,
oh my
go.
God, can I just say? I said, para sa mga malalanding, grabing humugot na akala mo sila yung legal, I wanna shake your hand para magising ka sa katotohanang hindi siya sa'yo. Umuwi ka sa bahay mo at makipag-appear ka sa mukha mo. Kasi hindi talaga siya sa'yo. Ganun.
That's good.
So yun
Reality
na. So,
check, di ba?
kabit
Oo.
yung first issue, and then the second issue is wag kang magkalat.
Tama yun.
Private
Tama
matters
yun.
or matters of the family should stay within the family.
At kung dati, di ba, private mong natatalakay yung mga ganyan, mas madaling maayos. Now it's out there in the open.
Because everybody wants to be famous. So,
Sakit, no?
so I believe na sila Barreto, they want to be the family. Like the Kardashians or the Clintons. They want to be...
But they should be representing the best of us or in us.
Exactly. So si Kardashian, hindi naman siya super grabing ganda ng manners sila or anything.
Yeah.
Makalat din naman sila. But they do it kasi in a very... Somehow, oh my God, you did
That's
it.
true.
You know, messy.
That's the way she puts it.
May swag, you know what I mean?
Pero yung mahirap doon, parang ang hirap magpatawad kung lantaran na yan ngayon. Kasi dati kasi kung tahimik lang muna, pwede mong maayos sa ilalim, di ba? Mas
Ewan ko,
madaling
para sa akin kasi ang jeje lang nila. And I don't... I'm not expecting that from the Barretos.
Talaga?
The Barretos, for me, they're so pretty. I wanna scratch their face just to see if they're real. Yung ganda mo, sarap sugatan ng mukha mo. Are you totoo? Diba? Bakit ganon?
Oh, yeah.
And then they become judge all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Na parang yung kapatid ko may kabit. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. I love my family.
Like already. Ayan na, go. Yung next na pasisikatan naming artist ng VIC. Ayan, Miss Ramon.
Gusto ko yung pasisikatin.
Hindi lang sikat. Yung respeto nga. At sana mahalin ka ng mga tao eh.
Gusto ko
you
po
have
na
to be
kahit
relevant.
hindi ako yung maging sikat, yung advocacy yung maging sikat.
Ay, ang ganda. Ang ganda.
I want to
yan.
inspire people to do what I'm doing, which is to validate yourself. Okay, people ask me, bakit malungkot yung songs ko? Bakit kailangan it talks about grief? And I would always...
kasi, ngayon.
I would always answer na, people kasi, when you're happy, they don't tell you to, huwag kang maging happy.
That's true.
But they say it to people who are sad.
Yeah.
Huwag ka malungkot, huwag ka umiyak, tama na yan. Ano ka ba, gumising ka na. And to me, that's unfair. Because as a human being, you have the right to feel. And if you feel sad, you need to know that it's okay. Kasi when sad people hear na don't be sad, they wouldn't tell you.
That's true.
Kasi feeling nila, hindi mo sila tatanggapin. Now, I was sad and I felt like no one was there for me. And I don't want anybody to go through that. I want people around me and whoever would hear my songs to know na someone out there gets it.
That's true.
You are sad, I get you, I got you. So, yung page ko sa Facebook
So
and Instagram,
vicarious, no? Parang yun.
they send me their problems. Sasabihin nila,
pwede siya, gano'n.
May mga
Advice columnist,
Pero
parang
ang
gano'n.
sagot kanta.
may mga...
Ano yun? Yun yung kailangan mo in the morning. Yan yung gano'n. Di ba yung mga Dear Miss ganun? Dear Miss Ramon.
Gusto ko ng ganyan. Gusto ko ng ganyan.
Dear Miss Ramon. Para kami nag-brainstorming dito ngayon. Dear Miss Ramon. Ayan na. Ang ngipin. Kasi naman.
Kasi buhay na yun.
Okay. So, doon yung handa ka
Or
na ba
Cheese
dyan?
Miss Ramon.
Okay.
Cheese Miss Ramon nga.
Dear Miss Ramon.
I-chismis nila kay Miss Ramon. Cheese Miss Ramon.
Cheese Miss Ramon. Okay.
So that's what they do. Kunyari
Pag-usapan
galing
natin yan, B.
sa set,
Yeah.
may mga nag-walk out. So ako nag-worry ako, bakit sila nag-walk out? Hindi ako trip. I'm good. Charot. So, after na set ko, lalabas ako, and then makikipag-usap ako sa mga kabanda ko. And then, this girl who was crying and walked out, niyakap niya ako from behind. She said, "Thank you." I said, "Oh, why did you walk out? What's wrong? Why are you crying?" Tapos, dun niya nakwento na sabi niya, what you were saying on stage, naririnig nila kung paano ka kumakanta. Ako, naririnig ko kung ano yung sinasabi mo. And it felt like you were saying what I was feeling.
That's true.
And I felt na I wasn't alone, na someone understands.
Parang sinasabi mo yung through your songs, yung gusto nilang sabihin.
Oo. So I don't want to be your next hugot. No.
Yes.
I want to be your best friend.
O, yun na yun. Ang dami ng notes. Ang dami ng notes. Kailangan i-digest.
Kailangan, naka-record naman tayo dito.
Okay. Naka-record tayo. Tapos ito na. Yung susunod na part ng Pinoy playlist, ito na yung award in memoriam. We pay tribute to...
Umiyak din ako dyan.
Kasi kakaiba. Well, at saka, napaka-seamless na natin mo. Actually, walang director yun. No? So, we pay tribute to sino yung una-una? Jackie Magno, who was there in the playlist last year. Tapos nategi na agad. Tapos biglang Armida Sigan Reyna. Iba-iba pang genre. Then si Narca Mito for Pepe Smith, and then Augie Alcast for Rica J. Puno. So eto na po yung last part nung closing ceremonies ng Pinoy playlist.
And the company is saying this particular song. Bakit kaya sa tuwing nakikita, sana naman mo pakilala. Ilang ulit natin nagkatanggap, at lahat kong dalay pinunod mo pa. Di ka pa rin nagpakilala. Bawat alam sinusundan, di ka naman tumitingin. Anong aking dapat gawin? Bakit kaya umiiwas? Binti ko pa'y mayroong kasas. Nais ko lang magpakilala. Dito mayroon sa puso ko, munting puwang naan sa'yo. Maaari na ba magpakilala? Bawat araw sinusundan, di ka naman tumitingin. Anong aking dapat gawin? Kailan mo ba mapapansin ang aking lihim? Kahit anong aking gawin, di mo pinapansin. Kailan mahaplusin ang pusong bitin na bitin? Kahit anong gawin natin, di mo pa rin pansin. Dito mayroon sa puso ko, munting puwang naan sa'yo. Maaari na bang magpakilala? Bawat araw sinusundan, di ka naman tumitingin. Anong aking dapat gawin? Kailan mo ba mapapansin ang aking lihim? Kahit anong aking gawin, di mo pinapansin. Kailan mahaplusin ang pusong bitin na bitin? Kahit anong gawin namin, di mo pa rin pansin.
Mr. C. If you would like to sing with me, you can't. I'm not gonna allow you. No, of course you can. I'm sure. Can I just tell some stories about Rico J?
Okay.
Mag-comedy na lang kaya ako. You know, si Rico J, sabi niya sa akin, alam mo pare, excited ako nung first time ko marinig na magkakaroon na ako ng album. Sabi sa akin niya ni Boss Vic, oh Rico, meron ka ng album ngayon, ha? Talaga? Ano pong cover? Yun nga lang ang problema eh. Hindi niya masabi na kasi hindi masyadong gwapo si Rico. Hindi niya pwedeng hindi mo mukha eh. Talaga, Boss Vic, anong nilagay niyo? Puno. Ay, Coris. Mo kong bisitay mamaya. No, but I thought it was a joke. Ako po ay collector ng vinyl. Ano ba pinapronounce yun? Di daw vinyl eh. Vinyl. Vinyl na yun, vinyl. Pa-arte. Vinyl. So I have a copy of that. Hinanak ko, puno nga. Puno nga. So, you know, those are one of his stories. And in that album, nandun yung, naalala niyo yung The Way We Were?
Oo.
Can it be that it was all so simple then? Hindi yun yung kakanta niyo. Nabigla lang ako. Or has time rewritten every line? Kaya mo, Mr. C? National artist. Baka natin, Mr. C. We're gonna try and sing some of these songs. Never rehearsed this ever. It's the first time it's gonna happen, so it's gonna be an epic fail. Oh. Can you hear the piano?
Yes.
Can you name the tune?
Yes.
Ano kanta yan?
May bukas pa. May bukas pa.
Bakit ba ganyan ang buhay ng tao? Mayroong mayaman, may api sa mundo. Kapalaran kung hanapin, hindi matagpuan. At kung minsa'y lumalapit nang di mo alam. Oh, bakit kaya may ligaya at lumbay sa pag-ibig? May bigot tagumpay. Di malaman, hindi maisip kung anong kapalaran sa akin ay naghihintay. Ito alam ko. Buhay palang ilaw nito nang kita'y masilayan. Can I go down and sing to you?
Yes.
Bawat masdan ko'y kariktan. Dulot ay sadyang gusto mo magpapiksyon, no? Sige, pagkagaluhan niyo ako. Nanaguhan sa iyo nyaring buhay. sandiang kaligayahan na nagbuhat sa iyo buhay niya'y buhay sa daigdig ang buhay. Ito na yung hinihintay na mayroong ligaya at lumbay, maghintay at may nakalang bukas. Ito, alam niyo to. May bukas pa sa inyong buhay. Sa iyong tutulungan ka ng Diyos. Tutulungan ka ng Diyos na may alam. Ang iyong pagdaramdam, idalangin mo sa may kapal. Nasa puso mo ay mawala ng lubusan. Ang iyong pagdaramdam, naka-timer, idalangin mo sa may kapal. Nasa puso mo, baliktad po, ay mawala ng lubusan. May bukas.
Our OPM picture, all the performers are still here. This is our last day. Hindi na lahat nandito, but ODMR is here. Rachel Aradia is still here. The one from Backpack is here, joining us. The company is still here. Ricky Davao is still here. So everyone is joining. Bye, Marius. Thank you. Charita's here. Charita there. Thank you. Everyone else. Joey Kirita's here.
Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Kamusta ba yun? Hindi na ako kakanta.
Next year,
Next year? Hindi naman kayo nag-more eh. Okay lang yun. Gusto niya ng Charito. Charito!
Oh my goodness. Charito straight from Japan.
Live from Japan.
On behalf of the Pinoy Playlist Music Festival, my name is Maribel Garcia. Ang Pinoy Playlist Music Festival po, sa sobrang lalim ng saya namin, hindi lang yung saya na sandali lang, malalim na malalim. Kasi it's not just about the craft, it's about these artists connecting with Filipino audiences and completing the circle. Kasi kung hindi natin nakukomplete yung circle pa ulit-ulit, wala tayong ibibigay, makakalimutan natin sino tayo. Kaya ginagawa namin yung Pinoy Playlist. So sana, sa pagdating nyo dito, next year, dumating ulit kayo. Committed kayo ulit. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng artists. Mr. Ryan Kayabla, all artists, and Noel Ferrer, please take a bow.
Thank you. Thank you for Basil Modesto completed classic. Is still here.
Okay. Ang dami na natin napag-diskusyon kay Miss Ramon, no? At habang nakain ng Joy, yun, Joy, salamat. At yun, kakaiba dahil parang binubuo natin yung artistry ng isang tao na alam niya kung ano siya. Kasi yun nga, parang it's just bringing her out there. And like, people supporting her, ayan po siya, Miss Ramon, na walang makeup. Pero pag nakita niyo siya, kanina transform po siya pag nasa stage. Yun. And then, yun nga, what are you up to? Ano pa yung gusto mong mangyari? Sabi mo, gusto magkaroon ng isang book. Parang gano'n.
I just want parang poster per frame.
Okay.
Mga ganun.
Dahil?
Kasi I wanna be in your homes.
Ay, ganda naman nun. Punchline, di ba? May merchandising. Tapos, you see yourself giving advice, no? Parang in your songs even, no?
You know, my friends, they go to my house just to ask for advice.
Naku, kapitbahay ko lang pala.
I swear.
Oh my God, nagulat ako doon.
It's what they do. They come knocking at my door.
But in the end, no, who do you turn to for advice? Pag ikaw
Your
naman
real
kailangan.
friends.
Hirap,
Sabi ko nga,
no?
you know.
How do you know? How do you know?
You know that your friend is real when this is a person you can call at 3 a.m. in the morning to say na may hassle na nangyayari sa life mo. Yan.
Ako palagi yung measure ko yung walang kabig, yung walang interest.
Yes.
Because in our job,
Hindi eh. Ang friend mo will always have an interest.
good interest sa'yo. Parang pero ako yung walang kabig, yung selfless. Well, sa trabaho siguro ako
But
yung...
you have to be selfish to be able to be selfless.
Talaga, kapatid? Pero kunyari, in deciding things about the office, ang papaniwalaan ko, yung sinasabi ng isang taong walang personal gain. Palagi.
Ang paniniwalaan ko is yung sasabihin ng taong may personal gain.
Talaga ikaw? Dahil?
Kasi ang may personal
May taya siya.
Ang may personal gain, sure siya na may mangyayari.
May tiwala
Talaga?
sa'yo.
May tiwala na sa akin naman hindi pang sarili. Kasi eventually like sabi nga, sisikat ako, gusto kong sumikat, gusto kong makilala sa industriya. My question always is, for what and for whom?
Oh my God. Okay, so I don't always say this, but since this is the topic, I am an artist because I want to be a legend.
Okay, pero not for yourself alone.
For myself. It's for myself.
Ay, kapatid yan. Maturity will tell you.
Let me explain.
Oh, yeah, go.
So, it's for myself because I want to leave a mark that I have done this.
Okay.
So, for me to be able to achieve the legendary status, I need to be putting out a lot of quality stuff. And my quality stuff is not made just for me. It's made for the people who are listening to me.
Tama naman yan. But in the end, it's not about you.
Of course, it's not just about you, but you have a goal.
Tama yun. But then, yung pinaka-humbling na effect, and you wanting to learn more or achieve more, sasabihin mo, it has to be beyond you.
But it has to be beyond you, but it also starts from you.
Tama, agree ako doon. But it doesn't end there.
So yun nga, you have to be selfish to be selfless. It's yin
Tama
yang.
naman yun. Get kita doon. Get kita doon. Pareho yan.
I love it.
Magsisimula sa self-awareness, pero lalagpas doon. Kasi there's something beyond us.
It's too big naman kasi pag selfish yung word.
Oo naman.
Self-aware.
Tama naman yun. Being self-aware but hindi ka mananatili dun para sa sarili. Yun.
Sige, I get it, but I think this discussion should be off.
Okay, totoo. But it's something you would want to be part of. We are bringing Odette Casada here after the music, the Pinoy Playlist Music Fest. Ito na yung next big project sa BGC Art Center. 2 weekends, January 17, 18, 24, 25. So, 2 weekends again, parang playlist. But Odette Casada, the singer-songwriter. Tapos we have invited artists and they said yes, selflessly. Kula Desma, Sharon Cuneta. Mr. C, yung isa, ayaw pa sabi pa yung pangalan kasi may Valentine show, but he will be there.
Okay.
And then we'll be inviting singer-songwriters like you. Tapos Sarah said yes to this also. Aiza Sigara wants to be part of this because she was the guru of singer-songwriters of the 80s.
Oo naman, super idol
Sabi mo na yung
naman
tatay mo. Yan, tinuro niya sa'yo.
Diba? Sabi niya, I want you to sing this.
Ano yung kanta? Go, ikaw.
I've known you for so long, you are a friend of mine. Babe, is this all we ever could be?
Sakit, no? Okay.
You tell me things I've never known, shown you love you've never shown. But then again, when you cry, I'm always at your side.
I want the last line to go. Tell me about the love you've had, and I listen
very eagerly, but deep inside you'll never see
masakit na last
this
line,
feeling
Justin.
of emptiness that makes me feel sad.
Ayan na.
But then again, I'm glad.
But then again, I'm glad. And we're glad you're here. Salamat to the Breakthrough Artist of Pinoy Playlist 2019. Yun talaga, you have to be there. And next year talaga, a full set. Here is the plug of Odette Casada, and we ended the company number. And we'll see you next week after the week after Undas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Yan na. Go.
Hello, Philippines, Manila. I'm headed your way January for the Hopeless Romantic homecoming show. It's going to be on the 2nd and 3rd week of January. Just stand by and it'll be coming soon.
Di kailanman mapipigilan pagbuhos ng ulan. Ang buhay sadyang ganyan.
At kaya ng papago-pagong pag-ihip ng hangin. Lahat ay lilipas at magsasalita.
Huwag kang mabahala, huwag mataranta. Hindi kailangan ang mag-alilangan pa.
Isipin mo laging nandito lamang ang aking balikat, sa'yo'y nakaabang.
Asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang. mapupuntahan. Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan. Sa tawag mo
At tuwing nagdidilim ang langit, di ba't nagpapakita ang buwan? Hanggang mag-umaga na naman.
Tara't hintayin na natin
Sikat ng iyong araw
hanggang sa magliwanag muli ang lahat. Asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang mapupuntahan. Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan. Sa tawag mo, asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang mapupuntahan. Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan. Sa tawag mo lang. Tawag mo lang.